For his actions. He's a kid. That's responsibility. 15 years old. Fucking bastard. Fucking bastard. You need to leave. You need to leave, okay? They don't want them to make an allegation of assault.
And this rabble behind me honour those colonists. This rabble behind me support the dispossession, support the theft of land, support racism, support Jewish-only roads, support the massacre of Palestinians frequently, most recently in 2014. They actually support the massacre. And we stand with the people of Palestine, who should have been defeated, given the odds against them, given that every government in the world almost is against them, given that Theresa May is going to celebrate the Balfour Declaration later this year. She's going to celebrate the crime. Friends, if Theresa May was to crawl on broken glass from here to Gaza, she could not make up for the crimes of Britain towards the violated people of Palestine, and that's why we are with them. What really strikes is the shamelessness of the whole thing. You couldn't make it up. In the last 2 years, British government voted for Saudi Arabia to chair the UN Human Rights Council. To chair a place where there are fewer human rights than any other patch of the globe. The same government supported and campaigned for Israel to chair a United Nations committee concerned with issues of international law. The shamelessness of it, the absolute despicable rubbing of salt in Palestinian wounds at the same time as not just Donald Trump gives Israel billions and billions in aid, but Britain also continues to send weapons there.
Anyone who cares for justice and human rights rejects the current situation in which the Israeli state claims sovereignty over the whole city of Jerusalem. Its policy of settlement and occupation of the Palestinian West Bank and the Golan Heights and its inhuman siege of the Gaza Strip cannot be allowed to continue. The discrimination against the Palestinians of Israel, Palestinian citizens of Israel, cannot be allowed to continue. Its denial of the right of return to millions of Palestinians living in exile cannot be allowed to continue. The vast majority of decent people, whatever their faith or ethnicity, understand that Israel must be held to account for its treatment of the Palestinians. We know that not all Jews are Zionists. It is also true that not all Zionists are Jews, and this is less well known. Here are some names you may know. Michael Gove, heard of him? Yep. Eric Pickles, Sajid Javid, don't be fooled by the name. Leading Tories, none of them Jewish, but all defend Israel because it is a friend of the West and of its military and financial interests in the Middle East. Friends, we are going to have to continue working together to defend the right of us all, whatever our faith or ethnicity, to speak out for Palestine. We must support each other in demanding our right to speak freely about Israel and to campaign for freedom, justice and equality for the people of Palestine. Thank you.
My brothers and sisters, I'm a Palestinian from InMind's Palestinian Prisoners Campaign. Israel's illegal occupation is enforced by mass abductions, torture, imprisonment of my people. 40% of the male population has been imprisoned since 1967. Every single family is affected, with their loved ones disappearing into Israel's hellholes. Today, over 7,000 Palestinians, including more than 400 children, are caged in Israel dungeons. The children in particular are targeted, with one child abducted from their parents every 4 hours. 3 out of 4 children are tortured. 40% of those children are physically and sexually abused by the Israeli army. The purpose of this collective punishment is to break the will of my people to resist the occupation and to terrorize the community into submission. Well, I'm here to say it has failed. Our proud prisoners refuse to submit, and from within their cages, they are leading the resistance against the Zionist occupation of my land. Over 1,500 Palestinians went on mass hunger strike in April to demand basic human rights accorded to them from the Geneva Conventions, which Israel ignores with impunity. To crush the hunger strike, Israel showed unprecedented barbaric savagery towards the frail hunger strikers, brutally attacking them in their cells, destroying their belongings and dragging them away into solitary confinement and forced transfers to makeshift camps in the Negev desert. All of this has failed, and our heroes won most of their demands after 40 strike. Whilst this is a great victory against the occupation, we have to ask ourselves, why is it left to caged prisoners to fight these battles? They have nothing in prison to fight with, apart from the ability to refuse their food. Outside of prison, we have lots of resources to wage these battles. Inside, they have absolutely nothing, and yet they are left to do the fighting. This is a failure of the global solidarity movement. When Imam Khomeini inaugurated Al-Quds Day some 38 years ago, his vision was for Al-Quds Day to awaken people to stand with the oppressed. It was meant as a catalyst to start a movement for the liberation of Palestine. There has to be a follow-through. For us to go and hibernate after Al-Quds Day until next year is simply not good enough. There needs to be a follow-through. We betray Imam Khomeini's vision if we do this. This campaign that I am part of, In Mind's Palestinian Prisoners Campaign, was launched right here on Al-Quds Day some 5 years ago in 2012. I'm ashamed to say that it has received very little support from this community, with hardly any Muslims participating. It's important that Palestinian prisoners are not forgotten and left to the mercy of their torturers. The Palestinian Prisoners Campaign aims to raise awareness for the plight of Palestinian political prisoners and build solidarity for their struggle and work towards their freedom. We work closely with the families of the prisoners, campaigning on their behalf, targeting the pressure points in the UK that might help secure the release of their loved ones in Palestine. As part of this, we hold regular protests every 2 weeks. We hope you will start supporting this campaign. Join the prisoners' campaign. Free Palestine!
Thank you, Sandra. Sandra Watfa from the In Mind's Palestine Prisoners Campaign.